Ah! Ooh!
Hey, who was you, pimp? Hey, what the fuck?
What the
Get your
fuck?
motherfucker. Hey, this nigga squeezing me.
Hey,
Get
player.
this freak
Hey,
ass
player.
nigga up
You
out
ain't
me,
hear my
bro.
nigga say
What
back
the
the fuck up, dude?
bro?
Duelo con el mar y recorrer el mundo en su velero y navegar, navegar. Y se marchó y a su barco le llamó.
Hey, when I'm with money, and then when I'm bad, you know what I'm me. And when I'm money,
Try getting up.
Ritmo, vamos a espejear. Y ahora todos, espejeando. 1, 2, 3, izquierda, derecha, arriba y enfrente, izquierda, derecha, arriba y enfrente, izquierda, derecha.
So are you gonna start fucking ears too? No, that would be weird.
Well, that's what she said.
No, I mean that's your logic that it's a hole.
Well, that's what she said.
Yeah, by your logic, that's what people would do.
By my logic of what she said, yes.
Yeah, but Aaron, you're being redundant now. You said that it's a hole, and you said, well, it gives pleasure, right? So just because something's a hole and it can give you pleasure means it's right? That's just what I'm trying to figure out.
Don't be dumb. No, don't be dumb.
Now you're calling names
Based
again.
on what the person
Hold
likes.
on. We're way off topic. Melon, what did you want to say?
Well, I wasn't really trying to join the live. You invited me up here, but are trans women actually women? Why or why not?
You got to escape that one, Aaron.
This goes for the trans men too.
I haven't said anything.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I would say trans women are women, trans men are men.
I'd agree.
Can I ask the question?
You just asked the question. Like, go
Okay.
ahead.
Can I ask the second question? That was a good smartass. That was a good one.
I wasn't being smartass. I was being truthful.
No, I'm just saying that was funny.
Ask the question.
It was
Josh,
funny.
can you just buy a dildo and shut up?
I don't want a dildo, but it's kind of weird that you're sexually assaulting me.
What am I supposed to call a trans woman? I mean, do I call them
She.
trans
You call her
woman or
a
do I
she.
call them a woman?
Call her a woman.
Okay, that's my point. Okay, so trans women want us to call them women, but somebody like me that was born a woman and has been called a woman my whole life, they
Still
want to
wants to be
now
called a woman.
have me be
So
called
it's-
cis.
That's
No,
very
you
good. I
are
want to add on to that.
You are still a woman.
I want to add on to that.
But don't tell me that I'm cis.
I have a
I don't want
question.
cis nowhere at all.
Yeah. Hey, little Biden,
Yeah,
I like that point. Let me add on to it.
thing.
Real quick. Let me add on to it. All right, listen. If I would never. But if I were to date a trans woman, right, 3 months into dating, right, they say they're a woman. What would they be required to tell me before I would partake in sexual intercourse with them? Would they be required to tell me anything? And if so, what?
Listen,
That's
I'm not
they'd be able to
complaining.
tell you.
I'm not complaining. You're not listening. I'm not complaining about calling them a woman.
All right, love Biden.
About calling them a woman. I agree. If they want to be a woman, they can be a woman. That's fine. But don't force me to change don't force me or tell me that I'm cis.
Right.
And that's fine, love. You know,
It's just, I don't like the word cis. They keep, they want to be accepted and then be called what they want to be called. But you want to change everyone else to cis.
No, you are. Nope.
Okay, then what are
woman.
you?
It's what you are. But and that also means they're a trans woman. You're a cis woman and they're a trans woman. But both are women,
I
right?
agree with her. I don't want to be called a cis woman either. I'm
Both
a
are women, though.
I've been called woman.
I'm with Josh on this one. Like, there is a distinction.
Yeah, one was born with a penis, one was born with a vagina, and one is mentally unstable, and the other's not.
Nobody's gonna call you cis or she.
Josh, you do realize there are people that actually do have both genitalia, right?
0.000001%. And actually,
so I wouldn't even open
in
that can of worms.
In that case, either they grow a penis, right? Or they have a very large clit. And guess what? Either their body produces more testosterone than estrogen or more estrogen than testosterone. So they're assigned a sex at birth.
So intersex is not trans, so I don't personally like
exactly,
when people use
and
it in
that's
the
a
argument.
W Millen. That's a W Millen. Anyways, so trans women are women, but you have to add that trans part because, you know, I mean, you don't have to, but like I'm saying,
There's
they have a
still
penis.
men and women, just like a regular human male and female.
Yes, but to get more
like I said,
specific.
adult human female. So a trans woman would mean that's why they have that trans part, because they transition to a woman.
Yeah.
That's not what trans means, though, right? Trans does not mean transition. Trans means you are somebody who does not align with your, you know, the sex that you were born as.
Well, then we'll go by that definition.
Exactly.
All right.
And there is a lot of people that try to unalive themselves because they can't get the
well, no, because they're mentally
the surgery that they want to get.
Is transitioning healthcare?
You can
I would say
yes.
I would consider. I mean, I think that there's priorities here, right? There's sick people, right? We should. What do you mean they can't get that shit? So if they have, I mean, most trans people don't have the capability of even saving 20, 30, 40, 50 grand, however much it is to transition, right? Because you know they go buy their
trans never meant transition.
They buy their next hit of instant gratification. You know what I'm saying? They're paycheck to paycheck. Because, you know, they're not making smart decisions in life, right? So,
do you know how much that surgery is for people to transfer over to the sex that they want?
How much?
Over 10 grand.
Oh my goodness. So why don't they? Why are we upset? Why can't they just save 10 grand if they want that?
It's their health care.
It's
right.
You think it should be? You think it's a human right? It should like be paid for, like in our taxes.
Hey, I paid.
We already don't have
$12K for my surgery.
healthcare.
If they want to be mentally unstable and they want to change their body,
Josh, are you in the United States?
Let them save for it. I'm in Sweden.
Who asked that question?
System. So I was asking Josh if he was in the United States, because in the United States, where I think some of these people are at least from, we don't have socialized healthcare. So transgender people pick their plan.
We have the but guess what? In the United States, you guys have the best healthcare, right? It's
no, we do not actually.
No, we don't.
Yes, you go to Canada. If you go to Canada, there's actually hidden camera videos showing how long you have to wait for a broken wrist, unless you pay.
Do you know any Canadians?
Right? You pay for it to be socialized, right?
I live in Michigan.
I would love to have universal
system, you're
healthcare.
telling me if you use your service, let me know.
Yes, they will.
They probably
won't.
send you to an orthopedic specialist instead of
if you have insurance, they won't. But if you don't,
if you don't have insurance, if you don't have anything, you don't have $0 to your name. They cannot refuse your service if you have a broken arm.
Here in the States, they can refuse you.
Do you have any life-threatening? No, they cannot.
They will not refuse you service if you have a broken
arm. You will
arm.
have a hospital bill, right? And you could pay $0 on it every month for the rest of your life.
So what's your point about healthcare?
Well, you're saying that it's socialized healthcare is good, but it's not, right? It makes it where everyone can have quote unquote healthcare, but it's number one, it's shitty. That's why why do you think people travel to the United States to get surgeries done? Because we have the best healthcare, right? We have the best medicines. We have everything.
You said we.
Who's we?
I thought you were in Sweden.
I am in Sweden. I was born in the U.S.
So you don't like universal?
I'm an American citizen.
Oh, okay. So, but okay. So
what? Go ahead.
In Sweden, you have a socialized healthcare system.
Well, I'm in Sweden right now.
Okay.
And are you a resident?
You should have universal health.
No, I'm not a resident.
Right? Okay. So,
what?
In the United States, healthcare plans.
Talking about the U.S.
Yes, I'm talking about the United States. Healthcare is not socialized, so transgender people pick their plan.
Being transgender is not healthcare.
I'm not saying being transgender is healthcare. I'm saying healthcare providers provide care that is gender affirming in regards to hormones, counseling, therapy, potentially surgeries, hysterectomies, mastectomies, all of which these procedures were actually created for cisgender people. So let's talk about that. Like, that stuff is covered because it was originally designed for cisgender
Well,
people.
it's because it's not normal, right? Like I said, the original design is the original design because being transgender is a mental, like it's not normal, right? And I think,
Josh, do you know any transgender people?
Yeah.
Okay, so all of the transgender people in your estimation, are all mentally unstable.
Well, no, every single one of them.
No, they are
unstable.
Well, it's not normal.
It is.
What
for
do you mean by
It is
normal?
normal.
I
like,
mean, it's
if we're
not,
talking in the bell curve,
it's not
wait,
natural.
hold on.
It's not occurring in nature.
Oh, holy cow! Okay, transgender traits occur in nature all the time. There's a
Wait, you just said transgender. Did you just say animals have genders?
Yes.
Yes,
So do
there
they
are
identify
lions.
differently? Do they let you know
Excuse
or
me,
something?
I'm talking. There are lions that are female, have female genitalia, but also have manes.
Oh,
and
so
manes are
did they wake up
typically
and choose to
reserved
be
for.
trans?
Are you okay? So let's not talk about the sentient capabilities of the animal kingdom, but regardless,
No, we won't like that because
I
he doesn't agree with it.
I just named a fact to you, and you're trying to deny it. So let's just call a spade a spade. I just gave you a
So there's
fact.
guys that have long hair. Does that make them a girl? Yeah.
No,
yeah. Let me
actually.
know. Let me know.
I'm
Gosh, you sound so
saying.
dumb.
Oh my God.
Hey, sister, pipe it down. You just need to take a couple breaths. I can hear you're out of breath talking. All right.
That was me talking.
Aaron, go ahead and go on mute. Appreciate
Not all lions have the capability to have a mane. And that particular lion that is a female, has female genitalia and has a mane.
Transgender lion? I don't understand.
Exhibits
You
male
said
trait.
he's a transgender lion.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you're saying if a lion can't grow a mane, it makes it a transgender lion?
Yeah, so is the guy lions, are they transgender?
That's not what I said.
Sorry, that doesn't make
you need to I hope you have have some sort of reality check, right? Like there's no, are you being
You need a reality check, Josh.
No, you
have you been drinking?
claimed,
Oh my God.
you claimed that transgenderism is not natural and that it doesn't occur in nature, and I just mentioned that it does.
No, it's evil.
So, Josh, you think there's only two sexes,
evil?
male and female? When that's not
Yes,
true at all.
There is only two sexes, male and female.
No, there isn't.
Yes, you were assigned a sex at birth. You said that gay and trans is a sex, Philip. I don't think you have any room to talk right now.
I don't either.
Philip, you wanna explain gay? How is gay a sex? Let me know. Philip.
Okay.
He probably misspoke when he said that.
Well, then why wouldn't he say I misspoke? You know what I'm saying?
Because he did.
No, he didn't.
And people do.
Yeah, clownfish can change their gender.
Oh man, I fear for your kids.
I fear for yours.
My kids are probably going to be fine.
Thank God.
The person that says about my BLM, do you not think that Black Lives Matter?
Philip, well, who doesn't?
That's not what we're talking about.
When
Philip.
did we jump?
What the heck?
No,
I
just acknowledging
You think gay is a sex? You think trans is a sex? Pipe it down.
I don't know where this guy is. Hi, y'all. I'm back. I was trying to look for a source for somebody in the comments. I just wanted to share this. This is National Library.
Shit.
I know. He didn't want to take my word for it.
I'm not going to lie. Whoever asked you for a source, they do not care. I promise you. You're not going to change their mind.
Let's be respectful.
No, I'm not trying to change them.
I'm just being
showing.
truthful. The truth hurts you, then you know what I'm saying, like, then change the truth. But you know,
it wasn't even bro. I'm just showing you that it exists. You can look it up. Transgenderism, facts and fictions.
All
That's
right,
it.
appreciate you, Melon.
All right.
Thank you, Melon.
So Josh, I have a question for you real quick before I hop off. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your system.
You're fine.
What is your what is your opinion on the studies that people cite in these discussions?
No one cited a single study to me.
No, just in general, right? I'm assuming you
Everything
probably
is a study,
talked to
my
people
love.
about these.
No, this is the first ever live I've joined.
Okay.
Hopefully it's the last.
Go ahead,
Yeah,
WK
I don't hope
Ninja.
it's his last. I don't hope it's his last because I hope he learns and it gets
Aaron,
more educated.
I'm
just
not
like
going
we
to
do.
learn to be mentally ill like you, okay?
I'm not mentally ill.
Dude. You have to
Are you
stop
fucking
calling
kidding me?
everyone mentally ill who doesn't agree with your weird, like, narrow view of what humanity is.
Listen,
Humanity
learn
and
to love
gender
people.
and sex and identity
See,
is all
that's
on a
why I like.
massive bell curve.
That's why I love humanity, right? I can think you're mentally ill. You can think Jimmy Job and Bob and Joe and all them are mentally ill. We can think that, you know, we have our opinions and we're entitled to it. If we were all like you, the world would be a boring place.
No, that's
So,
not true.
I mean,
there's a doctor.
yes, it might hurt
who-
your feelings, or it
No.
might not, or you might not.
I don't give a shit about my
Honey buns.
feelings.
All right, and
Honey
that's
buns, it
great.
will
But
not
if you
hurt my
know you're not
feelings.
mentally ill, do not let it get to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, why even respond? Why give that? Why give
John,
into it? Right?
my love, it's not going to hurt my feelings. I have a doctor who can prescribe me to say I'm mentally ill. I am not. I'm compassionate and I love people and I want them to be themselves. And I don't want people to kill themselves because they're afraid to be themselves. I don't want them to shoot up schools because I'm a teacher. Because
So you're just worried about your safety.
No. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me?
I mean, I would be worried
Do
about my
not
safety
take
too.
that as I'm scared for my safety. I'm choosing this job because I love educating kids. I love them learning their CVC words.
There's educating kids, right?
Shut up. No.
And there's forcing your
shut
beliefs
up.
on them.
Let
No,
her
shut up.
talk.
Hey,
You are
hey,
stupid. No.
Hey, stop calling me names. Stop it.
No. Well, I can't help it if you're dumb,
That's an opinion,
John.
not stupid. Don't do that.
No.
Aaron, we're gonna get you on a calorie deficit, all right? About 500 a day. It'll make you 3,500 a week.
Enough.
Listen.
We'll get you on a slight treadmill incline, okay? We can get you losing those.
Enough. It's not right.
She's beautiful. What?
And that's perception to everyone,
I love
right?
my job. I love educating kids. I love them learning their CVC words.
And
I
I'm
love
glad.
them learning their ABCs and their vowels and no.
Cool. You like your job.
Don't determine my job.
Welcome, Blue. Welcome to the chat.
Hello.
What are your thoughts?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
What are your thoughts on all this? Hello?
Blue,
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Blue, how old are you?
I'm 16.
Yeah, you gotta be 18 or older to be in alive.
Oh. Oh my
Yeah.
bad.
Not if she's smart. Listen, Josh. I love my job.
I'm actually I'm named binary, so I don't want to go by Josh right now. I want to go by John. So go ahead and
Okay, well, John.
it changed again. Hold on. I'm kind of feeling more like Josh now.
Great. Now you're just trolling.
Holy crap.
No, stop. Respect my name binary.
Well, I'm
name.
trying to.
It's not a thing.
He's trying.
It's not a thing because you see, and in my eyes, this whole gender thing is not a thing. All right, so let me know.
I mean, if that's what you want to think, that's
Where
what
you can be
think.
non-binary and change your gender by the day. It's not a thing to me.
Okay,
No
let me just.
So just because it's not a thing to you doesn't mean it's not a thing to me.
I love
Meaning
my
that
students.
in your eyes it might not be a thing, but guess what? I'm not going to get mad and I'm not going to go cry when you don't call me, when you don't
Neither
abide
am
by
I.
my logic.
Well, neither am
Yeah.
I. All I'm
Yes,
saying
you
is I
are.
love
Pedophiles
my
and thieves are
students.
not
Because I
protected
don't
under a
abide by my logic.
transgender umbrella.
You're calling me names and you're getting offended.
No, I'm not.
Yes,
I'm
you
not
are.
getting
Yeah, I
offended.
can
No,
hear
I'm
it in your
not.
voice. Your voice is literally. You're out of breath talking to me.
No,
Right?
I'm not. Okay, well, I'm
Trust me,
fat.
you are.
Okay, sue me. I'm
I'm
not
not
out of
going to
breath.
sue you. I mean, you sit at your desk all day, right? You get no physical activity. I mean, I understand why you're not, happy.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so you think I'm morbidly obese? Well,
Well, you're
I'm
not
not.
morbidly obese, but you are obese.
But no, I'm not. But okay, cool.
I mean, by health standards, yes.
We're like way off topic.
I'm not.
I mean, yeah, we're
hold
way
on.
off topic.
No, it doesn't
If
matter.
the truth hurts you, then you should just change the truth.
No,
Hi, Chris.
Josh, it
Like
doesn't hurt my feelings.
I can admit I'm overweight, right?
Listen to me, Josh.
Hi, Chris.
Jump in here so we can.
Are you listening to me, Josh?
Hey there.
I don't care what you think. All I care about is what my students are learning. And what I care about is their CVC words, their ABCs, their
CVC
vowels.
words?
Yeah, do you know what
No.
CVC word is? Well, that's on you. It's a consonant, vowel, consonant. And that's on you. So I hope you don't have kids,
What do you
because
mean
for
it's on
fuck's
me?
sakes. A consonant, vowel,
take the
consonant.
language, Aaron. I'm about to get you out of this life. Right?
Welcome, Chris.
Why has anyone kicked Josh out?
Oh, I don't know. I got invited, so I just figured I'd talk.
You're trying to censor me?
Opinion.
Yeah, and I haven't.
You're literally censoring everyone else by talking over people.
I have only said
I'm
the
not
truth.
going to talk.
All right, so Chris, what do you have to say about all of this?
My issue with it, I don't really have a problem with what people do. That's their prerogative. So be it, their business. But when it comes to like sports, like, yeah, I don't know what you just said, but whatever. Anyways, I don't know. I got a real problem with the whole sports thing because it's going to be where these biological women are going to end up getting like dunked on, or going to end up getting literally
because all the testosterone
smashed in by,
because they got
by these
people are going straight to hell.
This is so.
There was a young girl in high school recently that was playing volleyball, and a trans man spiked the ball at her head. She suffered a concussion, and I want to say a fractured neck vertebrae from it.
Well, I don't think anyone can do that.
It's just going to get worse from there.
I don't think it's a competitive disadvantage, right?
It really is, for one. And
but
then,
we have to respect what they are.
Is no one going to mention hormone therapy?
I mean, even then,
okay. So
even then,
with the transgender sports issue,
bone density is
we're
more,
not
they've lived
we're not testing the testosterone levels of every male in every male sport.
They were raised as it depends on even what age you started at, but most people who are trans nowadays, right, started it later on, 16 or older, right? That's most cases.
You don't know that.
And okay, so but either way, whether I know it or not, there should be even if they're allowed, right? They have to. You start producing. You start going through puberty. What is it? Girls at like 8, right? Or like even I've seen like downwards of 6, right? And guys at like 9, 10, 11, 12. Start going through puberty where they start producing testosterone. Their fucking balls are dropping, right? So let's say, example, if I wanted to transition to a girl and I was 16 and I started taking estrogen, my bone density, even if I didn't go through puberty, just being born with the certain chromosomes that I'm born with, I'm built different than a girl. So it's a competitively, no matter what hormone.
Not true. So
hormones aside,
your bone density doesn't change until you start
just be quiet.
puberty.
I appreciate that system. You don't need to.
Well, look at the dude who was that swimmer, that trans woman swimmer. That dude was looking like freaking Michael Phelps.
You take a male and a female, and let's say they even go through puberty. They don't. We both are
pelvis is different until puberty.
What?
Someone in the chat said pelvis is different, but it's not different until puberty.
What do you mean?
What do I mean? I mean the pelvis, the bone structure does not change in children until puberty.
Well, one has a penis, one has a vagina.
That has nothing to do with bone structure. I didn't say boner structure.
So, but anyways,
dude, get it
like
right.
I said, so systems. Do you think that trans women should be able to compete in biological female sports?
As a trans woman, yes, because our hormones.
Is your name System? I don't want to hear from you, pal. All right.
Okay, so here's my thing with sports. Like in high school, I think let kids.
I said, yeah. Do you think? I said, do you think? Yes or no? I don't want to hear the yipping and yapping around it.
Yipping and yapping?
Yeah, you said. Okay. Here's my thing. I said, do you think that?
Literally trying to get a thought out. Let me talk now.
No, don't get the thought out. Just say yes or no. I asked you a question. I don't want to hear the yipping and yapping.
I absolutely think that transgender people should be able to play the sport of the gender they identify in.
You said what?
I believe that the transgender people should be able to play in the sport that of the gender they identify
you don't think it's a competitive disadvantage for the biological, females or biological?
Absolutely. To further Josh's point, I mean, look at the body type of that swimmer. That Ivy League swimmer. Wasn't he an Ivy League swimmer? Or she, sorry, don't want to offend him.
He swam for Penn State, I believe.
Look at the body type as opposed to his competition. That dude was smashing records. And you can't, you're trying to tell me there's not a competitive advantage there? That's the dude who underachieved in the male side of things. So.
What about the women that are built like men then?
Prove me wrong.
Chris, I'd like to talk to that point.
You will not. So, I mean, you take the top 1% of men and women, right?
You don't understand
in any sport.
The length by which
better times they're gonna
athletes take.
Oh, I don't understand. I understand that the dude has a different body type than the female competitors that he's swimming against.
Well,
why do you think he smashed all their records?
Yeah, that's all well and good, Chris. But what I'm trying to get at is that we're not testing the estrogen levels of every female athlete. We're not testing the estrogen or the testosterone levels of every male athlete. So if that's not an issue,
levels or not, it doesn't matter.
Yes,
yes, there are tested
absolutely. If you're talking that it matters that they have male gonads, like if they're on puberty blockers, if they're or were on puberty blockers and they are taking estrogen and their bone density may have changing their physical structure, but then they don't have the testosterone that helps with muscle development.
Your bones don't grow anymore.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh my God. I'm like,
oh my God.
Literally trying to make points and you're completely glossing over them like it's nothing.
Stop the yipping and yapping. I don't want to hear it.
What the fuck?
This guy is just obviously misogynistic, so
I'm a woman.
He's not. Listen, he's giving his opinion, and that is fine. Everyone's entitled to their opinion.
Did you just say you're a woman?
Oh.
Yes, I'm a woman.
Shut the fuck up.
Were you assigned female at birth?
Yes.
So why
do you
are you
feel like you have a disadvantage in all your workout videos?
Yes, I definitely have a disadvantage, but not you fucking stalking someone. I'm like half your age. I don't want you. I promise you. You're stalking me.
Whoa. I thought you were 40.
I promise you. Look, I go for
First you were 40, then you're half my age, then you're living in Sweden, but you're actually a United States citizen. So you got to get your story straight, bro.
I didn't say I was living in Sweden.
Well, I mean, in 2020.
So, anyways, we gotta get your story straight. You're hitting on a young man.
Hitting on you? I am absolutely not hitting on you.
Trust me, I don't want you. I think if you were anywhere near
that, nobody cares what you think, truly.
I would smell the McDonald's grease coming off of you.
Hold your hair up so we can see your hairline.
I'd be smelling the cheese off of
what
you.
What are your thoughts on this? Hold on, we have a new
shoes.
Lamb, what are your thoughts?
What
are your thoughts on this?
I just want to see Josh's hairline.
Why? What is
lift your hair up, Josh. Like, pull your hair back off your forehead so we can see your hairline.
It's non-existent.
Hey.
System, look, let's say I do have a bad hairline. Let's say theoretically.
It's not about having a bad hairline, hun.
Let's
It's about having a male or female hairline.
Guess what I can't control, and guess what you can't control? You can control being morbidly fucking obese. I can't control a hairline, so you need to fucking go outside.
I think we're sidelining. Like we're getting
absolutely
off topic.
No one's.
I mean, it's the truth, right?
John. No one's making fun of you. Yeah, okay.
I could land an airplane on that.
Just like women think that, a guy needs to be over 6 foot on the Tinder. Yeah, because they can control how tall they are. Oh, let's just put on some boots. There you go. You're 2 inches taller. There you go.
Yeah, but guess what? You can control your fucking weight. You're gonna, and I can already tell you're a person to blame it on your genetics. Oh, my thyroid or my metabolism's slow. No, you're just fucking an inactive human being who likes to consume a lot of food.
Oh, who are you talking to?
Oh, John. God. What a cute boy you are. I don't have morbid.
I mean, I'm the same way. I'm overweight. I like to consume a lot of food.
I feel like we're getting super off topic though.
Super off topic.
Yeah.
Oh, well, he wants to be off topic. I'll be off topic.
No, Aaron, you need to pipe it down, buddy. All right? All right.
Shut the fuck up. Are you fucking kidding me?
All right, I'm
You've been off topic the entire time with your fucking judgmental shit of obese people. Fuck you.
I mean, I just don't think it's healthy. You know what I'm saying?
It's not. But you don't have a voice. You don't have any voice to say.
I do have a
that
voice. I was born with a voice. I'm speaking right now with my voice. What?
You don't have a right to say anything.
To be fair, we
did say it. So I don't have the
All right,
right.
can we get back to the topic now, please?
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One more before we go back to
Listen
topic.
mommy and get back on topic.
Let's be real here. Let's be real here. So the body mass index thing is a complete fucking joke. Can we all agree on that?
It's kind of like
topic now. I'm not discussing people's
I mean, but either way, just looking at systems, you can tell that their BMIs.
Josh, enough.
No, you can't. Not. Oh my god.
And looking at you, I can tell too. All right.
Who cares?
Nobody.
I mean, no one cares. Exactly.
Josh, you'd be lucky
Thank
to get
God.
and get with a girl.
Thank goodness.
Where do you
I saw this and I just wanted to mention a couple things because I actually did a video, I guess it was yesterday, kind of about, I think it's a very small, marginalized group of the trans community that's just so radical with their beliefs and whatnot. I say I think they're like shooting the foot, but we could a lot more, because like, I don't know if you've heard this, but one of the things that I saw recently was a portion of the community is wanting to do away completely with like Mother's Day because it's not inclusive enough. So then they want to take the mother away from it and call it Parenting Day, which I have no problem if y'all want to call it Parenting Day, but I just don't want Mother's Day shouldn't be stripped from us.
No, I agree.
Do you agree with that?
Maybe a new day. Yeah, maybe a new day, right? Like a different weekend, but yeah, no.
Like if y'all want to add things, like I have no problem with that, but just not taking away from us what already exists. Just respect like that. And I've talked to several, multiple trans people, and the ones that are respectful, I respect right back. Respect is earned on both sides. I don't respect somebody I don't expect someone to respect me if I don't, earn that respect. But even I know everybody has said in the chat, and it's kind of like an old point at this point, but like the whole cis thing, I don't think we should have to explain 8 million ways why we don't want to be called cis. We just don't want it. And so that's just a couple of things that go through my mind, and much respect to you for you at least trying to do this, because I think if the respect goes both ways, we can make some headway.
And my stance has always been what someone wants to be called, their autonomy over what they want to be called trumps everything. Like that, to me, it's about respecting what you want to be called. Just like how if I tell someone I don't want to be called a trans woman, I just want to be called a woman, most people in my life have respected that. right? And so I would I as a person always give that same respect to people. You'll never catch me meeting you at a Starbucks somewhere and calling you a cis woman in public. I just don't do that. You would be a woman to me, and so
that would be weird.
But I do kind of agree with you that there is, holding my own community accountable. And we do have bad players on all sides. I'm not just singling out our community, but I have seen where there has been this forcing of terminology where it's not that people are like, I don't automatically think that you're transphobic if you're uncomfortable with the word cis, right? But
thank you.
But I do think, perhaps we could talk about it. And at the end of the day, if you don't want to be called it, you shouldn't be called it, right? Just like how I have the autonomy to be called what I want to be called. So that's just my spiel. I don't know how everyone else thinks, but that's just mine.
God's girl, me and Karina have had extensive conversations on and off the app about that there are radicalists in both sides of the fence in all the communities, whether that be the LGBT community, the trans community, people that are against us. Like, there's radicals on both sides, and we both agree that those radicals need to kind of calm down from all ends and sit down and be able to have a rational conversation. And like this live is a perfect example. Like, this is meant to just be a discussion, not an argument, but you're still always going to have those radicals that come in hot-headed and bullheaded and want everybody to side with them. And that's just not a reality in the world we live in the world ever. I don't think there's probably ever been a time that everybody has agreed on everything.
I love Karina's lives. I met her, 6 months ago? And I love her lives, and I do have to admit, sometimes listening to some of the radicals, my feelings get in. And recently, I do have to admit, a couple of days ago, I was listening to one, I'm not going to say her name, but she was a trans lady. And she's like, oh, well, we go through menopause too. And at that moment in time, I was having them hot flashes and everything else. And I'm just like, no, no. We're not going down that rabbit hole right now, because you're not experiencing, you may experience, some things, but it just comes down to on TikTok, I take it as a grain of salt, because you have some people who do this, because you look at them and say, oh, if you want me to kick somebody, oh, pay us money or blah, blah, blah. But they're making it a bad example for people like Karina, who really want to talk it out and not trying to get people to get hot-headed. And like I said, I listen, and there's some of them who have struck a chord, but at the end of the day, who cares? Who cares? My opinion about Karina is not going to affect her life, and her opinion about me ain't going to affect my life. But as long as we respect each other, that's all that matters. You know what I mean? She's a woman. Yeah, she's a woman. I'm a different type of woman. I'm a black woman. She's a Hispanic woman. You know what I mean? She's a woman. I'm a woman. You know what I mean? I'm older than her, so I'm an older woman. So who really cares? You know what I mean? It's almost like everybody on TikTok is going through the proverbial, what came first, the chicken or the fucking egg? And it's almost getting boring, but it's just some people who want to keep the train going. And that's sad, because it does make people look at trans women in a different way. Like, there's one that says, oh, trans women are better than women. And that's almost comical. You know what I mean? There's no woman chart. Like, there's no meter saying, okay, well, you're this much woman and you're this much woman. You know what I mean? It's fucking ridiculous. I'm not walking. If I ever met Karina in person, I'm not gonna sit there and raise her skirt and see what's going on down there, because she probably slapped the shit out of me, and I probably slapped the shit out of her if she does the same thing to me. If I saw her walking down the street, I'd be like, hey, what's up, bitch? You know what I mean? She'd be like, what's up, bitch? And we keep it going. Why can't people just be that way? But there's some who, as being a woman, there's some of them who pinch a nerve, and I do step in, and I tell them up front, I'm not homophobic. I'm just being me. You know what I mean? I call it like I see it. You know, so I do. Karina is live, and there's another, but there are some of my black, of my. I'm trying to. Oh fuck it! Some of my black ladies from my, my people, who have been downright just. I mean, I can cuss somebody the fuck out, but some of them are just like, wow. I mean, it's.
And you know what? I've respect for. I mean,
well, see, I look at it like this: trans women are, like I say, you're a different type of woman. I don't know your experience. You don't know my experience, but definitely women, because only another woman can be this fucking catty, and some of us can be. You know what I mean? Women can be catty as fuck, and I've seen some trans women that are catty as hell, and I'm like, yep, she got that. You know what I'm saying?
Got that down.
Got that down. But it's just, I mean, it has come to the fact to where, while we're all sitting here debating on who's a woman and who's not a woman and who's got gametes and all this kind of stuff like that. I mean, when you get talking to the sciencey part, my brain just fogs up and I grab for the bottle of Chardonnay. But, and like I'm doing right now. But the thing is, at the end of the day, as everybody's sitting here on TikTok and going back and forth about who's this and who's that, there are things that are being done by politicians that they're like, okay, let's keep them entertained like children. We're like the proverbial dog where the squirrel walks by. You know what I'm saying? And all this stuff is being passed, but then you get trans women say, well, these laws are being passed because we are too busy online and on TikTok sitting there saying who's a woman and who's not a woman and who's got a vaginas and who doesn't this and all this kind of stuff. I don't care. You know what I mean? But things are being done to us, and like everybody says that trans women are the smallest part of the community. Well, like my dad always says, shit flows to the fucking top. You know what I mean? If they're doing it to you guys, Black people have been done like this for thousands of years. And if it keeps going up, it's gonna start trans women, move up to Black women, Hispanic women, or whatever. You know, that's just my point of. It's like we're all like cats, and somebody's got the laser pointer. You know what I mean? And we're just trying to follow that fucking dot. I know. I got my big baby right here. I got a big ass Maine Coon cat. You know what I mean? And it's just ridiculous because we're gonna wake up one day and we're all fucked.
I feel like people, the government and the media, they like to play the look over here game because we're doing something over here we don't want you to see. So I want you to look over here so we can do this bigger thing under the radar. But because this seems to be grabbing everybody's attention right now, we're